resilient are you? How resilient are you when you get criticized, or when you make a mistake, or when you feel insecure, or when you feel a very strong emotion? My name is Jenny. I'm a life coach for teens and young adults. My mission is to help students grow in resilience. If you are interested in participating in a group or one-on-one coaching course, check out the link below. Now, no doubt, there will be things in life that get you down, but when you are resilient, they won't keep you down. So let's talk about different circumstances and how people respond. So how do you respond when someone criticizes you? Now, one of my students, Kate, feels really criticized by her mom. It's like no matter what she does, her mom's not happy with it. Now, Kate used to get really defensive and feel really bad about herself when she had a conflict with her mom. But the more we worked together, the more she was able to reflect on her communication and her relationship with her mom. And it's slowly improving. Kate is growing in resilience. So if someone criticizes you, you could ignore it, you could get defensive, you could feel bad about it, or you could reflect on it and learn from it. Now, how do you respond if you make a mistake? One of my students, Brian, told me that he mentally beats himself up every time he makes a mistake. He had a bad habit of blaming others. But the more we worked together, the more he was able to take responsibility and learn from his mistakes and move on. He is growing in resilience. So when you make a mistake, you might beat yourself up about it, you might blame others, or you could practice learning from it and moving on. How do you respond when you feel insecure or you have an inner self-doubt? One girl I worked with named Elizabeth was really scared about trying new things. She would make excuses and totally avoid uncomfortable situations because of her own inner self-doubt. But the more we worked together, the more she learned to point her thoughts in a new direction and even ask for help. She made the choice to be courageous even when things were uncomfortable. That girl is growing in resilience. So when you're faced with inner self-doubt or insecurity, it's totally normal and common to avoid the situation or make excuses. But if you want to be resilient, you can learn to push through it and ask for help and do it anyway. Lastly, how do you respond when you experience a strong emotion? Now, one of my students, her name was Erin, was really adamant about how uncomfortable she was facing and feeling her strong emotions. She would keep herself busy and buffer on her phone or different screens in order to avoid her emotions. But the more we worked together, the more she learned how to process and manage her emotions like fear, resentment, anger, and even disappointment. I am so proud of how Erin is growing in emotional resilience. She literally just said to me, Jenny, I feel so much more comfortable in my own skin. I know that I'm not going to fly off the handle when I have difficult situations and strong feelings. So, a lot of people might act impulsively or bottle up their strong emotions or buffer so that they avoid facing and feeling it. But if you really want to be resilient, you can find a healthy way to express your strong emotions. As an expert at helping teens manage stress so that they can thrive, I equip students to face their challenges, their critics, and their self-doubt with confidence and resilience. And that makes it easier to get back up again when life knocks you down. So if you are a teen that is struggling, or you are a parent of a teen, I'm here to help. I invite you to take a 2-minute quiz to see how resilient you are. The link is in the comments below.